Welcome everyone to episode 38 of the Phoenix Report. I'm Jack Connor, and this time is going to be a really interesting episode because I have not one but two entire bands that I'm talking to. This was recorded back on Saturday, July 1st, 2017 at Space Coast Harley-Davidson. A lot of it was done on my phone, so the audio isn't exactly perfect, but I think it's enough where you'll understand what's going on. That was the day that we were out performing with, and there were 7 bands, I think, including my own, and we were opening for Saliva. It was a really great show. The weather held up relatively well. We almost got rained out, but the show went on. And the crowd was great, and we had a really good time. And I managed to get a few sound bites. In the last one, you heard me talking to the guys from Days to Come, Justin and Taylor. This one, I have both Sunshine and Bullets, really great friends of mine from Tampa, and Osara, who's a really hot up and coming young band from Columbia, South Carolina. So we're just going to get into it right now, and here is the interview I did with Sunshine and Bullets. Enjoy. I'm once again outside of Space Coast Harley-Davidson in Palm Bay. It is Saturday, July 1st, 2017. Saliva just finished up their set as well, so definitely probably the biggest show I've ever been a part of. And I'm glad to be a part of it with a band that I've been friends with for many, many years. Dating back to 2010 when I was in a band called Impatient Nation years ago. I played a acoustic show with these guys at the Pegasus Lounge. I kept in touch with them for many, many years, and they're still doing it. So they're a really cool 3-piece band out of Tampa, St. Pete. Please welcome Sunshine and Bullets.
Just for the record, I will never stop doing it.
No.
No,
she said.
Nor should you. So we got Rich Keane on guitar and lead vocals. We got Amanda Hammers on bass and co-lead vocals, and we got Kyle Wolfram on drums.
And I lip sync.
That's true. You do it. You do it beautifully.
I grew up with Milli Vanilli, so.
Girl, you know it's true. So yeah.
Don't blame it on the rain, Kyle.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Very cool. This is. Have you guys played out this part of Florida very often? Or,
we've played over there at Palm Bay at the Shady Oaks Lounge a couple times.
Yeah.
Love that place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not too bad. It gets a little smoky inside there, though.
Yeah.
Pretty
all right.
But the people there are nice.
Crowd,
yeah.
And we'll be back here on Saturday, August 19th.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you guys go like all over Florida. You guys are really certainly one of the hardest working bands in this area that I've come across in terms of touring regionally. And that's the good thing about being in Florida. There are definitely a lot of good markets here in the state. We're very lucky when it comes to that.
It's also bad because you can, like in other states, you travel about the same time that we travel for other cities, and you're in an entire different state. But with us, still Florida. Still Florida. 4 hours, still Florida.
But I mean,
go to the Panhandle, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not bad. I mean, it's just it's a big area geographically. Plus, it's
a lot of people too.
Plus, it's the 3rd highest populated state in the union, so it's not a bad place to be behind New York and California. So it's not too bad. So you guys have been. How long have you guys been together now? It's been a long time.
2010.
Our first official show, actually, our first performance live was October of 2009. We don't really talk about it too much.
Because that wasn't our band name then.
Sunshine and Bullets.
We weren't Sunshine and Bullets, no.
What
we still had
were you then?
Songs of the
Breakfield.
first album.
Breakfield, okay.
Yeah. Then we found out there were about 100 other band names.
We still had about the same, we still had a few of the same songs from our first album.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Which we're doing a re-release of.
Oh, are you really?
We re-recorded it all, and we're having it remixed and remastered.
Oh, okay.
Because when we did record it, it wasn't done too well. Mm-hmm. Now there's a lot of technology out of here, so we worked at home, recorded with some high quality stuff.
Yeah, of course.
We took our time with it and did it the way we wanted to.
That's a good way to do it. I know.
And we have come a long way from our first studio experience.
That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, again, I know you guys have been together for a while. I know for a while you had a 4th member, Chandler Cornell, on. I know you switched over from bass to guitar, and Chandler went on bass. But you guys
Sam Brown as well.
Before, but you guys went back down to a 3-piece. What was sort of the decision behind that?
Chandler quit.
Well, I think the chemistry just between the 3 of us has always been there. So this isn't anything directed to either one of the guys, but
sure.
we were trying to write during the time that both of them were with the band, and both of them left. We started writing together again, and we pumped out 6 songs.
Yeah.
Too many different styles and subgenres.
Yeah, sometimes
music,
it's if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Sort of
I think
thing.
that was our main downfall for the last couple of years, and we're trying to climb back again, but for those 2-3 years that we were doing that, it just kind of really ruined a lot of things, and we just kind of got a flat
But don't get me wrong, we love those guys.
a flat tire. We love those guys.
I don't know
But it's
that
you got on the
ruined
flat
it,
tire
but-
on the road. It slowed you the fuck down, and you're late for the gig. That's
Right.
So,
is the term I would use.
yeah, slowed down.
Definitely. Well, it's definitely cool that you were able to kind of switch instruments like that on the fly. That's always good.
And we love both Sam and Chandler equally. They're great guys. It just didn't work with us.
Sometimes that's how it goes, and people don't understand. It's not always a personal issue. It's not always I hate this person or this person isn't good enough, or it's just
Chandler
these
was
things happen.
ridiculous good on bass.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam was great.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with either of those two.
For sure.
3-piece works.
But no, I mean this is a big deal for my band to play, with a band like Saliva. I mean, not only am I a big fan of those, but they're probably the biggest name we've done so far. I think we've done Saving Abel. I think I don't know, maybe a few others. I can't think of them right now. But I mean, you guys have been together for a while. I mean, who have you guys ended up opening for over the years?
There's this one band called
So stop it. Stop it right
So,
now.
I mean, we've
I would
had
have to
Framing
say-
Hanley, obviously Saliva,
The Used,
Chevelle,
Imagine Dragons, Chevelle, Stone Temple Pilots,
Jane's
Addiction, Filter,
Anne Berlin.
You said Chevelle.
We
Jesus
did say
Christ.
Chevelle. You did say The Used. Did
You
we
opened
play
for
with
Jesus
Coheed?
Christ. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did we play with Coheed, or was that just a show?
No,
where
that
we-
wasn't us. That wasn't us.
I must have just been at that show, and it was at Vinoy Park, which is where we played with The Used.
Yeah, what was that?
And
Was
Imagine
that Warped Tour?
Dragons, Falling in Reverse.
Falling in Reverse.
Was that Warped Tour for Vinoy Park?
no.
That
It
was
was,
97X
yeah.
Backyard Barbecue.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was fucking great, dude.
We already said Framing Hanley.
Foxy
There's been a lot.
Shazam.
Foxy Shazam.
Oh, wow.
Who else have we?
Yeah.
Nonpoint.
Yeah.
Edema.
Why don't we ever
Okay.
open for Nonpoint?
I thought we did open for Nonpoint. Am I thinking maybe I was just side
Local H,
Local H, yeah.
Helmet.
Okay.
Yeah. Helmet.
Oh yeah.
Is there anyone you haven't opened up for? This is
Yeah, Seven Dust.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
That's true.
Seven Dust. I want to open for Seven. I want to hang out with those guys. I hear LeJean's really fucking.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
We haven't actually opened for Jesus, so
Yeah. Well,
I didn't even know he was still touring, honestly. I
he
mean,
tours in a lot of people's hearts.
that's a big pressure. That's a lot of pressure to open up for the Savior of mankind. But I digress. But yeah, you guys have been doing your thing for a while, and so you got the,
Space Station.
I guess the new version of the old album coming out. Do you have any other stuff in the works as
Yep.
far as that goes?
We got another couple of songs that, not couple, but like 6 or 7, 8 songs. The 6 are going to actual songs with vocals. The other ones that are going to be on there are going to be instrumentals.
Oh, neat.
It'll be the intro of the next album, which was called The Centauri Conspiracies, and it's the first track is going to be called The Mechanism Has Failed, because the very last song on the last album was called The Mechanism.
Sort of like a concept.
And it's a continuation, but it goes a little bit weirder because it's a little heavier. And it drops down into the B chord, and then it drops into a 7 string, which brings it down to the you guys are heavier.
You guys definitely have a lot of ambient sounds in what you do. A lot of loop pedal and effects on your guitar, Rich, and it sounds really cool. I love the video for Go, by the way. I was
with
singing
the
along to
lightning
the
bolts and all that.
Yeah. It was like a whole little movie you had going on there. It was awesome.
Christian Cousin on that one.
Yeah.
Wait till you see our next one for Let the Giants Sleep. We're gonna really do it up on that one. That'll be
Okay, there you go. So you guys have a few dates in the next couple months that you're doing, or well, I mean, you mentioned you're coming back here
We're coming
in
back
August.
here, but we'll be on Newport Richie, Tampa, St. Pete, Orlando, back in Cape Coral. I mean, we're going all over the place. And
Sunshineandbullets.com, we have a little tab where you can see what shows we're playing next. And there's a little map so you can see
Is it the
where
word
is.
and, or is it like the ampersand?
Oh, it's the word and.
Okay, got it.
No, it's the word.
Where?
Sunshineandbullets.com.
I wasn't paying attention.
How,
I'm sorry.
how sick are you guys of people asking you, hey, who's Sunshine and who's Bullets?
Oh, we like to joke about
Yeah.
it because everyone says I'm Sunshine, she's the bullets, and he's the ampersand.
Yeah, right. It's like Hall & Oates. He's the end. You know.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, ampersand.
kind of thing like that. But that's cool. And obviously, you guys have a different type of dynamic because you guys are a couple. And
Yes, and we will get married soon. We don't have a date.
That's
set
like congratulations.
yet.
I saw the proposal, by the way. Was
Oh.
that the State Theater?
Yeah. He
State
did
Theater.
it in the middle of a song. He was playing on the bow with the mechanism, which was our instrumental.
Yeah.
He went and put his
Little
guitar
Jimmy Page
back.
nod there.
Yeah. And I thought he was having like maybe some guitar problems, like technical difficulties. So I just kept playing. And this guy, I didn't even realize it at the time. He was playing his drums while having his cell phone videotaping the whole thing.
Oh, so
Playing
you were in
one-handed.
on it,
He
Kyle.
was one-handed.
It was my idea to videotape the
Nice.
band.
And then he comes back, of course, with the ring, and then we had to finish up the song while I'm like crying. So it was,
That's super cool.
it was awesome.
That's awesome. Now, what's it like being in a band with while also being in a relationship? Does that make it difficult? Where it's like if you have differences of opinion, and then it's like,
I just hold the wheel while they punch each other, and we get here safe.
okay.
Actually, it's very, very easy. We, as a relationship, we don't fight, we don't argue, we don't have any problems with each other. When we do like have a misunderstanding, we work through it very calmly. So that really applies down to when we're songwriting. She's more of a pop artist writing kind of style, and I'm more of a hard rock kind of metal artist. And then Kyle, I don't know what he does, so he just kind of stares at me and goes,
He
"I
plays
play
drums.
the drums. I play the drums." I'm starting to try.
Ladies, I
to
do it all.
Yeah,
I do it all.
but he'll come up with some of the most disgusting drum parts that I'm like, wow.
Like we're puking while we're loving it at the same time.
I can't count that, and he's like, bro, it's easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's like on Indiana, and I'm like, I don't know.
All right, yeah, time signatures.
Just
all
hearing
that.
the click, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I could start out with the stuff, and then she kind of starts going in on it, and then we kind of take stuff, chop it up in Pro Tools, and then he's like, this is stupid, delete it, redo something else. Here's my idea. Then we start doing his idea, and it's over.
But to go back to your original question, we have the same ideas and goals in life. We have the same passions. We have so much in common. We fought more before we were together than when we actually got together.
I was gonna
Oh, were
say,
you guys in the band before you
yeah.
decided to date, to become a couple?
Well, we
And I
were
was-
just friends.
We're divorced from 2 people we were married to at the time when we started it. And
Oh,
there was
wow.
there was no funny business going on.
Right? No.
I was
yeah,
gonna
no.
say we've had a close friendship dynamic for a long time, even before
That helps.
I was in a band with Amanda before we were in this band, and Amanda and Rich had played together before Amanda and I were in a band together. So
Were you guys worried? I mean, I don't mean to get too personal. Were you guys worried about like, oh, how's this going to affect the band or whatever? Yeah.
Well, actually, when he started taking me out on dates, right? And I thought for a while that we were just hanging out doing band stuff, just Kyle just wasn't available, and he had to tell me that we were dating, and I thought we were just doing like stuff together. It's just you and me. Oh, we are dating, aren't we?
Right.
And then we had the talk. How is this going to affect the band? What if we break up? What if da 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 da?
Here's what happened. As soon as people knew, everybody was like, I knew it, I love you guys. And then it's like they like us even more, and we're like, okay.
Someone.
There you go.
Why were we doing this?
Kyle's over there was like, please, I knew before you two did.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
people
a lot
told us.
before.
When we were married to other people were like, I thought you guys was...
We're a couple, or yeah. No, it's very cool. Well, that's awesome, though.
wait till the biographies come out when we're 70.
There you go. There you go.
You can do it.
That's Kyle from Lydia Can't Breathe on the background chatter.
It's a huge tarp.
It really is. Yeah, we're just breaking down.
The type's like, hey,
Ridiculous.
remember
All
me?
right. Well, on that note, I think I'll start wrapping it up. They're starting to take down the set here. Again, sunshineandbullets.com.
Yes, sir.
Be careful. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Yes,
wrap it up.
I mean, that's good life advice, really.
definitely.
Especially after our sets, because we've heard people get pregnant after our shows, so...
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
That's true. I mean, I have a child now, so that may have had something to do with it. But I don't think my wife's ever seen your shows.
Not yet.
At least
were
not
there.
Well, at least not with me around. So I'm a little concerned about that. But we'll find out about that later.
I may be pregnant after this.
Oh
show.
my God,
This
that's
is a
like an
great show.
Olympic-sized
That'll be
pool tarp.
impressive. Yes,
That thing is huge.
it sure is. They're about to kick us out of here. So, all right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Jack, thank you.
Thanks again to Rich, Amanda, and Kyle of Sunshine and Bullets. Just a great interview, really great band. Definitely check them out on their social media next chance you get. They always have something going on. In the meantime, coming up next, we have the interview I did with the guys from Osara, all 4 members. Again, the audio on it isn't great.
like I said, we recorded it on my iPhone. It was inside a Harley-Davidson dealership, which is where we played. We played outside of it, but we were in the actual building. So a lot of ambient noise going around, but you should be able to make out what everyone says. Granted, when you have these conversations, in a group, sometimes we tend to talk over each other a little bit. Sometimes people talk faster than they would in a normal one-on-one conversation. I'm certainly guilty of that. So, but keeping that in mind, I think it's a pretty good conversation, good short chat with the guys from Osara. I've got my daughter on my lap right now, so she's trying to make a little bit of noise. Samantha, you got something to say? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, let's meet the guys from Osara. I am once again here at Space Coast Harley-Davidson in Palm Bay, Florida. We just finished up a set with several other bands there, and it's a really cool all-day event thing we're doing. As I record this, it is Saturday, July 1st, 2017. Saliva is about to go on and headline, but before that, I wanted to talk to a really cool young band that I found from Columbia, South Carolina. I was really impressed with their set earlier. Please welcome the guys from Osara. Gentlemen, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Colton Beasley from Osara.
And you're on lead vocals?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, what's up? My name is Lael Silva and I play lead guitar.
All right.
I'm Evan, I play drums.
My name's Alex Nolan, I play bass.
All right, guys. Now you guys have been on the road for a couple days. How's everything been going so far?
We haven't bathed at all.
Yeah, that's about right for.
That's basically it. Yeah.
But no, the show's been good.
It's about par for the course when you're
really
touring.
feeling myself without a shower in 2 days.
I know, exactly.
The primitive version of myself.
Yeah.
I have to bring something up, man. You said the Phoenix podcast.
The Phoenix Report, yeah, that's
Phoenix
the name
Report,
of the show.
That's really freaking cool because our logo is the Phoenix.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's one of my favorite animals.
Yeah,
so that's kind of what
I
they named this thing. I'm a big Queen fan, so I got that from like the Freddie Mercury, the logo. So that's
definitely.
Yeah, you guys have a really cool sound. I'm hearing a lot of classic influences in there, obviously. But so tell me about that. What are some of your influences collectively, individually?
I think that between the four of us, there's a very big variety.
I'm sure.
Wide range of things, but all like good stuff too.
We all
that helps. It helps if you like good stuff.
I mean, like none of that like shitty music.
some
Right.
bad stuff like Ariana Grande, huge influence.
Dude, that Justin Bieber, like my favorite.
No,
Dude,
Really?
all
Well,
my guitar, all my bass lines come from Bieber songs.
I think.
Hey, he's got range.
I mean, no, for real.
If I had to name like a couple like huge ones, I'd definitely say like Sevenfold, Ultra Bridge,
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
Good choices.
All kind of older bands
Yeah.
like that. Just like any kind of band, really any bands we come across, they're like, all right, I fuck with
Just
that. That's
straight ahead hard rock.
awesome. Yeah.
Imagine that in 2017.
Foo Fighters.
What's up
Speaking
with
of
that?
Foo Fighters.
I know, yeah.
Going to Columbia.
Seattle type.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Garden
So
and
I'm
stuff like
stoked
that.
with that.
So you guys are doing a little like kind of a run of a few dates. Or how long you guys been on the road for?
This is the second day.
Yeah. So
Okay, so just kind of a little weekend trip. That's good.
Yeah.
That's smart to do it that way.
Go down to
So-
Florida, sweat my balls off for a minute outside. It was fun though. I had a good
Yeah, it's pretty much hot and rainy down
Yeah.
there. That's
We found
that's the
that out.
forecast.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of two things,
Our
and
last set I just about faded.
it was both today, as you saw. So
exactly. But it's been good.
very cool. So I mean, you guys are all pretty young. How long have you been together?
This group or like
The overall band has been like I think for about 4 years. But
Okay.
This group has been
This
together.
particular lineup.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
a good 3 months.
With me and Colton, Lael Silva and Colton, we've been here probably like 2 years now.
Okay. Did you guys kind of start the band and then?
No, actually, I joined right after the release of the last album.
Okay.
And so I joined then, and then we added these guys.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Colton's the only
We
like,
keep it
original member.
very.
So you're like the godfather of Osara right now. So
He's
the
like-
OG.
I
He's
keep
the
it very
band
simple
dictator. We do whatever he says.
We do.
You're essentially the Axl Rose, basically. No, I'm kidding.
He
No,
treats
not-
this
not at
savagely
all.
in the van.
We
Wow.
essentially do it day by day, and these motherfuckers just go there and play shows. That's all we do.
There you go. Very
Write
cool.
music, jam. We don't like overthink anything about it.
Did you guys all meet through the band, or did you know each other before? Or?
I actually met through their old drummer, which is actually now my drum teacher.
Okay.
I still take lessons.
Oh, that's
believe it or
cool.
not. But yeah, found him through this kind of music lesson thing for ages 5 to 50.
Gotcha.
He essentially said,
Yeah.
my student's a beast, like, you should play for your band.
Yeah, exactly.
When he left the band, he's like,
That's
"Okay."
cool. I mean,
It happened.
And we were like, your student, really? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we're expecting like a 12-year-old Evan comes in like, holy cow.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, this
He'll work. He'll work.
This happened within a week, and just like that in the band.
Gotcha.
These two, they were in a band together called Finding Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I played bass and he played drums, and the band kind of like everybody kind of wanted to like not go to the next level.
So we stole both of them.
So
it
he
worked
was
out.
already in the band, and then I was just talking to him one day, and he goes, "You know, we need like a bass player, right?" And I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, you should come try out." Yeah. And then
at least he didn't ask you, do you know anybody? Or that would have been bad. You don't want that.
Yeah, no, that would have been rad. I would have been like, click. Yeah. But no, but it worked out really well. Me and him have always been like good rhythm sections, so
Very cool.
It's cool because we're all like, I feel like I have to keep up with these guys. Right. It's just pretty fun. It challenges everybody.
Very cool. How have some of the shows been back home in Colombia?
Pretty cool. We haven't played at Columbia a good bit actually.
Last show we did was Music Farm.
These guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we played our first show
awesome.
with Alex at Music Farm in Columbia, and that was really fun.
Really
Our
good
first
show.
time ever there. Yeah. And then we did some dates, like 3 or 4 dates in North Carolina. Now these Florida dates, and then in August we've got some.
Is this like the farthest you've gone from home so far? Or?
We've been to like Iowa. And
Oh, wow, okay.
so, like, a little. Yeah, it was like a.
This is my first kind of tour with Osara.
Gotcha.
Same here.
Very cool, man. Well, it sounds like you guys did a few dates. You did Jacksonville before this. Is that right? Gainesville. Sorry.
Jacksonville tomorrow.
Okay.
At Jackrabbits.
Okay.
Please
Yeah.
Come out and hang.
It's a legendary
If,
club.
you put this up before then. If not, then
probably
I hope
won't.
you did come out. That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, if you were there, great. If not, then you'll have to catch them next time. That's just how that goes.
Much love from Osara. If you didn't, well.
Next time.
Very cool, man. You guys got some records out already, or you said you had the one album.
We have like
EP.
2 albums, really one that you can find like everywhere online.
We're almost
And
done.
stuff like that.
So, very cool, man. Well, where can they find you guys online?
Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, anything you got really. We're pretty much on everything.
OsaraOfficial.com.
OsaraOfficial.com
That's-
and
yeah,
Facebook.com/Osara, or that's a cool name. Like, where'd you guys come up with that?
The name was kind of like we were all sitting and brainstorming like band names, and everyone came in with a 10. And
That's the
we did
hardest
this
part, isn't it?
and we were just like trying to like pick the best out of these 10. We're like, no, we don't want to do it that way. And then finally someone came and said Osara. I was like, well, like with the H.
Oh,
so like,
okay.
Like, oh, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, let's just take the H out and like not be Osara. And so it was Osara.
It sounds like a cool, like,
Yeah.
mythical name.
Someone actually told me that it was the Native American spirit of death, which I googled to
I'm
find out.
gonna tell myself
untrue.
that's what it really is.
Which would be really cool though. I think
like that.
it means like soup in Japanese for some reason.
Like Osara, goddess of death. It has a mythical quality to it.
Yeah,
I
it
like
does.
Sounds very menacing.
Which is kind of why the Phoenix fits. I like
There you go. Yeah, rebirth, all that.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, it looks like Saliva is about to set up, but this is cool, man. Thank you guys for taking the time.
Yes, sir, man.
And yeah, this is awesome. Good luck to you.
We'll have to play again together soon.
Absolutely, for sure. I think you guys are on Blind Anxiety Entertainment now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really good group of people, and James and everyone. He takes good care of us, so it's glad to have you on board.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right, so good luck on the rest of your weekend tour, and hopefully see you down here soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much once again to the guys from Osara, Colton, Evan, Lael, and Alex. Really good young band out of South Carolina. Definitely check those guys out. OsaraOfficial.com is their website, and they have links to all their social media there. And also thanks again to the guys from Sunshine and Bullets before that. Just a really interesting, kind of different on location version of the podcast, but I think it's turned out well. It's kind of interesting to introduce. It's kind of interesting talking to an entire band as opposed to just one or two people. So, interesting little experiment. It's a little bit shorter than what I've done before, but I don't think that'll be an issue. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. As far as upcoming events, really not much in the way of shows that I'm doing with Vertebreaker, but I do have a few solo acoustic shows coming up. Starting in Thursday, October 12th, I will be at a Petrified Forest in Altamont Springs, which is, if you've never been to a Petrified Forest, the band and I did a few shows there last year. It's this really cool haunted house attraction. It's Altamont Springs is the northern part of Orlando. So it's right in that Central Florida region. So if you're in the area and if you're big into haunted houses, I mean that's going to be happening in October. That's happening all month long. just in time for Halloween. So it'll be a really fun thing, and I think it's free to go there and to listen to me play. I mean, I'll be there along with Billy Floyd. He'll be performing as well. I just really recently did an acoustic show with him, and he's great. He used to be in the band called Black in the Mind. He's a solo artist now. So it'll be myself and Billy Floyd performing acoustically there on Thursday the 12th of October. Should be a really cool thing. I think it's free to get in and see us play, but I think you have to buy a ticket to get into the haunted house and the other attractions there. But definitely check that out. apetrifiedforest.com is the official website of the place if you want more information. And then 2 days later, on Saturday, October 14th, I will be at the Shovelhead Lounge, also an acoustic solo thing. Yeah, it's for a really cool event called Rock for the Troops 2017. Definitely for a great cause, helping out the troops and for PTSD victims. It's a really big, problem that a lot of our brave men and women face when they come home. So we definitely want to try and help them out as much as we can. There's going to be a lot of great acts there. I will be not only will I be performing, but I'll actually be emceeing the early part of the event. I think it starts at 3 and it goes all the way till 11. I've been asked to actually MC, the early part of it. There will be a few different acts there. There'll be an acoustic act called Mark and Tom. There'll be a guy named Phil Barry there performing. There will be another band called Fireline, and Redneck Messiah and Who Was I, who I recently played with, both really good bands. There's another band called Rocks, and let's see, there's a Beatles tribute band called the Redcoats. That should be really cool. I'm a huge Beatles fan, so that'll be awesome. Iron Cross will be performing. Just a lot of really good stuff there. I think there's going to be a Gene Simmons impersonator there. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. I don't know if he'll get up and play a few Kiss songs, but we'll see. It should be a really, really cool event. And if you were at my last acoustic show, you'll notice I had a few surprise guests come up with me there and do a few covers, and that went over really well. So, I don't want to promise anything, but I mean, whenever I do these acoustic shows, you never know who's going to show up. You never know who I might get, and it's always an interesting thing. So definitely come out and check out Rock for the Troops. That'll be at the Shovelhead Lounge in Longwood, which is just east of Orlando, on Saturday, October 14th. Definitely don't miss it. So that is it for this episode of the Phoenix Report. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at JackXConnor. Make sure you like me on Facebook at facebook.com/JackConnorMusic. Make sure you check out my band, Vertebreaker, at facebook.com/VertebreakerBand. Check us out on Twitter at VertebreakerFL. We're also on Instagram at Vertebreaker. So make sure you check out all our social media there. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, make sure you email me at jackconnorpodcast@gmail.com or tweet me with the hashtag Phoenix Report. If you're listening to this on YouTube or iTunes, wherever you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and go back and listen to all the other episodes. Definitely leave me some feedback. Let me know that you're out there listening. I want to try and make this the best podcast I possibly can and get more interactive. And the only way I can make this show better is for you to let me know. What can I do? And what do you want to know more about me? Is there anything you want me to talk about? If you have any questions for me, please keep them coming. I really want to hear from you guys. And so that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been the Phoenix Report. I am Jack Connor. I'll see you later.